guys, let me just make sure to get everything going here because I am so not good at this. So let's figure this all out.
We're not live
We
streamers.
literally just got off the plane.
Oh my goodness.
We flew back from Florida. Good evening. Hello, everybody. We just literally got off the plane, got on the car, drove here, getting Miles kind of ready for bed, and we wanted to talk about our experience because this was a very unique experience, and I wasn't quite sure how to handle it.
Yeah. Well, I
So-
just want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for being here. We're tired and disheveled, but we wanted to chit chat and talk for a minute while this is fresh and what just happened and what's going on and we have some awesome videos that are going to be coming out, but we wanted to just chit chat and talk live with you guys and see how you guys are doing. So I think first, we just got off the Disney Wish. It left on Friday. If any of you were on that cruise ship, feel free to leave your comments and your thoughts below. You can leave it in the live chat and you can leave it in the comments, or maybe you had a friend or a family member that was on it. You can send this video to them, reach out to them, anything like that. We definitely want to hear everyone's experience and perspective from everyone. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get started. Can I tell you what
Hello,
happened?
guys.
And for some of you, and just be patient with us. Some of you who are listening are experienced cruisers. You've been on lots of different cruises. And some of you who maybe are watching, have never been on a cruise. We're going to try to explain to you step by step what goes on a cruise.
Yeah.
We just got off of the Disney Wish. What happened because the Disney Wish broke down, how Disney responded. Hello, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. Hi.
And we're going to also show how the people felt about the response. And then we're going to tell you what happened. It was very unique. I think that something unique happened because we were Pearls Park Pass on the cruise. We're going to get all into this. So, anyways, we are back. We are very excited. So here's what happened: is Amanda is scheduled to talk at this called the Flock Conference, and down in Florida.
Which was an incredible conference.
Yeah,
It was so wonderful.
So she
I
flew
highly
down.
recommend it.
Yeah, so she flew down like last week and was down doing that. Miles and I flew down together a couple days later, and we went to like Universal Studios. We went to Disney together, and then we all met up and we went on the cruise.
Yes,
Now-
and I just have to say, also Walt Disney World right now, you guys, like 2 thumbs up. I don't know if any of you guys are going to Walt Disney World soon, or if you were there, or if you want to hurry and
Hello,
beep up
everybody.
out there, like right now. Walt Disney World right now is awesome. The crowds are, they seem a little bit less. You're kind of in between like spring break
Yeah.
and summer. The weather was fantastic. Epcot was beautiful. So like we had a fantastic experience at Disney World. And then you always love Universal as well.
Yes. So so Miles and I flew down,
Yeah.
and then my mom, Mimi, she flew down and met us. So we met, and the 4 of us were going on the Disney Wish. And this is a very big deal for us. Disney cruises are pricey.
Yeah.
They're very expensive. I'm
Yes.
going to be honest about
Yes.
that. So Amanda and I were going, and Miles, and then my mom, Miles calls her Mimi, so we're going to call her Mimi. The 4 of us were going on the Disney Wish together. This was my mom's very first experience on a Disney cruise, and the
And the Disney Wish is Disney's newest
the
cruise
Disney,
ship.
yeah, thank you, yeah. And the Disney Wish is their newest cruise ship, and we were going to be going to. It was a very short cruise, right? We got on. The next day we're going to go to the Bahamas, and then the next day we're going to go to Castaway Cay. That's Disney's private island. That's the part that everyone is most excited for. It's such an amazing island. Their private island. The only people that go to that island is the Disney cruise ships.
Now, and I'm curious if you've been on a Disney cruise before, like let us know in the comments below.
Yeah,
I'm
we'd
just
love to hear.
curious.
We'd love
Yeah.
to hear.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Hello,
all
everybody.
of it.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Hello.
everyone.
Hi.
Chris the Shriner
Wait,
Dog.
Chris,
Thank you.
Don't mean to change the direction of the conversation, but I was curious as if or when the podcast will come back. Thanks, much love from
Thank
Utah.
you.
Shriner Dog. You know what? Can I tell you something interesting about that, Chris, the Shriner Dog? That is Amanda's baby.
It's my favorite thing that we do. And unfortunately, it's the one that gets cut off because of time. It's really just comes down to time. YouTube takes up so much time. If you guys are YouTubers, or if you've done YouTube videos, you know it takes up a lot of
I
time.
miss the podcast.
Thank you guys, but my podcast, or our podcast, is my personal favorite thing that we do. So if we keep getting a good response back, that you guys want it back, we will carve out the time for you because I personally love doing the podcast. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
So-
Thank you.
Getting back to the cruise here, the Man and I have been on a Disney cruise before. We were on the Dream. The Dream and the Fantasy are sister ships, are exactly
Yeah.
the same, and it was amazing.
Yes, it
The
was really
Dream
wonderful.
ship was hands down probably one of my favorite cruise ships I've ever been in. We've been fortunate enough to go on lots of different. Ed's ESD plays.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
I
so
appreciate
much.
it. Thank
That's
you
so
so much.
sweet.
You're so sweet.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
anyways, we board the Wish. Me, Amanda, Miles, and Mimi. We get on the Wish, and the way that cruises work is that the first day you go out, and then they have what are called shore excursions. A shore excursion is optional. You don't have to do it. You can stay in the boat, but you like the first day we went to Bahamas, and they have all these different ones, and you pay money to do certain events. Like we went to what they call the Blue Lagoon Island. You pay for that. And they have other different shore excursions. They have like just all kinds of fun things. You choose through an itinerary of what you want to do. Then the next day, we were supposed to be going to Castaway Cay. That was a big excursion that everybody's the most excited for. And then the next day, we're going to come back into port. It's a very short cruise. The Disney Wish was a short cruise. And oh, thank you so much, Julie, for loving the Japan videos. Appreciate that. And it was a very, I'm going to say probably the majority of the people on this cruise ship had not been on Disney cruises before. The majority of them. I'll tell you why I felt that a little bit later. So we get going. We take off that first night. We take off on the cruise. Everybody, that energy is high, right? The cruise director, she comes out, she's talking for her play, and everybody's like, they're cheering her, and everybody's like, "Yay, this is amazing." The next morning, we had gone on a shore excursion, and our shore excursion was to leave the boat. We had to leave the boat by 9:15 in the morning, and our boat was supposed to dock in the Bahamas at between 8:45 and 9 in the morning. And we booked the earliest shore excursion we get out because we want to get out the boat. We want to go to the Bahamas and play this Blue Lagoon Island. So we get up in the morning and we look out the window and we're like, wow, we're looking, we don't see anything. We just see ocean, right? And we're like, that's weird. But we're like, well, we're gonna get there. And then we get closer and we're waiting, and now it's like 9 o'clock in the morning or so, and we're like, we don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden, over the head announcement, we hear this. We're like, hey, everybody, we apologize. We are being delayed. We have been delayed. We won't be getting to the Bahamas for maybe another hour to an hour and a half. And so that I've never had that experience on a cruise ship, on any cruise that we've ever been on, where they're like the ship was just going slow and it wasn't. And I was just like, that's so odd. But I was like, but whatever, right? Whatever. So they end up getting there. They get to the Bahamas. We dock, I think about 10:45-ish or so in the morning. We get off the boat at 11. We were supposed to get off at 9:15, but now we're getting off at 11. We get off at 11, and we go and have this excursion, and it was a very fun day for us. We get back on the boat, and we get back in the boat. There's 5 boats. I'm gonna use my hand right here. And the Disney Wish is this boat right here, right? There's a Norwegian, there's a Royal Caribbean, the Disney, and also Carnival. All of us here at the Bahamas, right? We get in, we get back on the boat, and we're all excited because it's going to be pirate night, and they're going to have this big fireworks show. We get on, and at around 6 o'clock that evening, and we're watching all the other cruise ships. They're leaving, right? Now, then this one leaves, and this one leaves, and we're the only ones in the Bahamas at this dock, right? All the other cruise ships, they're gone. We're there. At 6 o'clock, we get this overhead announcement that says that there's been some type of mechanical issue, and they're working on the engine, and they're also going to, they said, they're working on the engine, but that will take away, that during the middle of the night, we'll be taking off and going to Castaway Cay.
And that they will keep us updated.
Yeah, and that was very important. And they said, and don't worry, we will keep you updated on progress of what's happening. Then the cruise direct, that was the captain speaking. Then after the cruise director gets on, and she kind of reiterates the same thing. She's like, hey, she's like, yeah, just so you know, we have a mechanical issue. We're going to be taking off in the middle of the night. I will be updating you on what's going on. And then she says, oh, by the way, the fireworks show is canceled. It's canceled. Which I thought, I was like, wow, that's crazy. They canceled the fireworks show. So I'm like, that's interesting. We find out the reason they canceled the fireworks show is because they knew They knew that the boat wasn't going to leave for however long, and that you can't shoot fireworks off a boat when you're in port, when you're in the port,
Makes
right?
sense.
So at 6
Yeah.
o'clock that evening, they already announced, hey, no fireworks show. And the fireworks show is supposed to go, I think, at 8:30 or 9 o'clock that night.
I
Then,
want to say people are laughing because
yeah.
good thing your
To
fingers
be honest,
worked out there.
actually, to be honest with you, this was the wish, but I changed it.
Everyone's
You
like,
guys all figured it out.
good thing your fingers worked out there.
We were the middle boat, but I was like, as I looked at it, I was like, I can't do that. So I just moved us over here and I moved the Norwegian to there.
This is funny. Oh, and
Guys.
I just want to point out, we're decompressing this experience,
Yeah.
for informational purposes, and we'll kind of get to it, but we wanted to talk about the experience of
Yeah.
us happening.
So we go that night. We had like pirate night. We went to dinner. They had some shows, whatever. And Amanda's favorite thing to do when she goes to port, she wants to be the first one off the boat. She loves that. She wants to have as much time on Castaway Key,
Are you guys the
Disney's
same?
private
I'm
island.
crazy
She
like
wants as
that.
much time as possible.
Well,
Like,
it's like how are you guys when you're at the parks? Are you guys rope droppers? Because I am a crazy rope dropper, like so crazy, in fact, that I will leave. Like, I will leave people at the hotel if they're not ready. I almost did on my girls' trip. We were eating breakfast, and I was like, I've got my Uber. Like, I'm going. Whoever wants to go with me, and they're shoveling, like, food in their face.
thank
So
you, Frank.
I am crazy like that. And
Rope
it's
drop,
the
rope
same
drop.
with the cruise ship. I'm like, want to be the first one off the boat. So I set my alarm. There's no sleeping on a cruise ship. Like, it's go, go, go,
All
go,
right,
go.
so Amanda wants to be
I love to see that there's
not
like
a rope dropper, not anymore.
There's not-
yeah, it's not okay. So, anyways, is like Amanda's like, I want to have the maximum amount of time on Castaway Key
Oh, yeah.
as possible.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, but we were also up late. So we were up very late. There's no announcement.
yeah.
There was no update. There's no notification on our phones. There was no
oh,
intercom announcement. There's no notes on our doors.
So it's very important on the Disney Wish. If you download or any Disney cruise, you download the Disney Cruise app. You can get on the internet, the ship's internet, provided for free. It only allows you can't like go search on the internet. Though. It just allows the app to work. And they send you notifications on the app, right? And that was important. So everybody kept checking the app. Nothing, no notifications. Then can I just please ask for a big favor from you guys?
Yeah.
Can you guys hit the like button?
Oh, that'd be
and I'll
so
explain
nice.
why. Because
Okay.
this is very difficult. Because we try not to be negative and we try not to be
We are
try to
Provost
be-
Park Pass
we want to be
positive.
positive,
Yes.
but at the same time, we want to say what exactly happened. And we know that, if you say things that are really negative, Disney might be like, hey, you don't come back to the park or whatever. So, but we feel that we have to be true to everybody to tell you guys what happened.
Yes, and I want to reiterate, we're not being negative. We're not on here. We are just explaining our experience, and we'll kind of share why. Also, we just want to explain the experience.
So we go. Thank you so much, you guys, hitting the like button.
Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh!
Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh! Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
Thank-
much.
Wait. Aisha
Aisha
Ruiz,
Ruiz,
thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's 11.
Oh, and I just wanted to say,
Thank you.
we want to be authentic
Yeah.
with this experience. That's where it comes down to, is being authentic with this experience.
Thank you, Aisha.
That's where my heart is coming from.
Yeah.
It's coming from a good place. Like,
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So it was 11 o'clock at night.
Thank you.
11 o'clock at night, and there was no notification. We didn't know. Like but we're still docked in the Bahamas at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
No notification on the app,
Yeah.
no overhead announcement. We hadn't heard anything, but we're all assuming because of the previous announcement that we're
That
going
we
to be
were good to
sailing
go.
middle of the night
Yes.
and we'll be going to Castaway Key. That we wake up in the morning, we're going to be there, right?
Yes.
We go to sleep. We wake up. We look out our window.
So I set my alarm.
Yeah.
Bright and early, right? I'm like ready to be the first one off the ship. We had ordered breakfast to have it delivered to our room. So like you can order breakfast, have it delivered to your room early, or maybe that was it. That was that day, right? And set my alarm bright and early, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So we open up the curtains. We're still in the Bahamas at that port. We're the only. We're like, whoa! It's in the.
and my brain glitched out. I was like,
Yeah.
isn't this what I saw yesterday,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, actually didn't leave. We're
Yeah.
actually still here.
So I'm looking at,
there was no
I'm
update.
refreshing the app. This is important to understand. I'm refreshing the app. I turn the app on. I turn off. There's nothing on the app, right? My mom, we had like adjoining rooms. She comes in and she's like, we're gonna go to the Castaway Key, and I'm like,
we're not there.
I said, we're in the Bahamas, and she's like, what? She's like, no. She's like, we have to, I don't know what's going on. We didn't know. We hadn't heard nothing, right? The breakfast comes. It's delivered to our door. We hear the knock on the door. We get our breakfast. And we're like, have you heard? The guy delivering, he freezes. Like you can tell he did not want to talk about it. He's like, I've heard nothing. I know nothing. He leaves. And then there's a knock on the door a few minutes later, dunk, 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 and it's that guy who brought the breakfast, and he's like, here is the, oh, Kevin, thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
There's this letter that's attached to the door that we did see. And so I go open my door, and I get the letter, and we read the letter, and it says, hey, there's a mechanical issue with the boat. Because of this mechanical issue, the mechanics are working on it diligently. It's expected that we will take off at 10 in the morning from the Bahamas. HJ Dreams. Just want to give you the love back that you give us. You're wonderful in this world.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you
so much.
I thank you so much. You guys' comments, I've been reading them. They've been so sweet. It's like positivity and honesty is why you have so many fans. Thank you so much. And this one says, it's nice to know when things don't go to plan. This helps the rest of us who are Disney diehard plan for the unexpected. I appreciate this. Thank you. That is the whole point of this.
So
I want you guys to have the best experience possible, the best vacation possible if you're going on a cruise, the best, everything. And so
break out the oars.
That's it.
I got my canoe arms out there, guys. I was canoeing, the paddling away. Anyways, it says, due to weather, they're going to cancel Castaway Key. And everybody's like, wait, what? Then it says, because of this inconvenience, you will get 20% off on your next cruise purchase if you go on a cruise in the next 18 months. It was like the next 18 months or maybe whatever, something along those lines. I can't remember.
Like 2 years.
Maybe 2 years. And they had specifics. You go like a 3-night, a 5-night, and a 7-night, but you can't go on maiden voyages. You can't go over blackout dates, whatever. And
Champagne Sumo, Amanda looks like a Disney princess. Thank you so much.
Champagne Sumo, thank you so much.
I am exhausted, so thank you so much. That is so sweet.
Anyways,
thank you.
And so I'm reading this letter, and I first thought they were saying, hey, we're going to refund 20% of your cruise back, because that's what I thought. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because we're all here for Castaway Key. And then I reread it again, and I was like, wait, they're just saying if I go on another cruise, they'll give me a discount on the second cruise. Emma, hello, Emma, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay,
oh my gosh.
Grandpa says that letter does not sound like a good deal. That's
so
it kind of unfolded.
And I was thank you so much, Emma. I
and
appreciate
Tink
that.
Disney, thank you so much. Hey, PPP, just getting on. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
If you guys could seriously hit the like button on this, if you haven't, we appreciate that.
This is just our experience.
I'm in shock now. I mean, Deanna Bowers.
Deanna Bowers, Disney Grandma, thank you.
It's not being negative, it's the truth.
Thank you.
Thank you. Souls couldn't be mean or negative. You try.
Thank you.
I know this has to be true because I've met you both.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. We cannot tell you how, we love Disney. We love cruising. We love it. You guys know us. We love Disney. We love cruising.
So my mom is Charlie. Thank you so much, Charlie. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. It says number 1. Thank you so much, Charlie. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
It means so much to us.
Thank you.
My mom's reading the letter and she's confused. And I'm like, okay, so I'm like, let's go up onto the deck and get some breakfast. Let's decompress, because we're feeling a little, there's like emotion going, right? We're feeling a little emotional, and people going, wait, somebody else. If people take the time to do a super chat, I would like to definitely say thank you for that. Handy BA, also known as Tina.
Hey, Tina, thank you.
I have been laid off since March, but you guys have been giving me let me not do that.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Thank you
for the super chat.
But you take care of yourself first. Yeah, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself
first.
Go give yourself
a hug and take care of yourself. Absolutely.
So we go up onto the balcony to the breakfast, and my mom's like, she's like, so we're not going to Castaway Key, and I was like, Mom, we're not going. And she's like, well, what are they doing? Are they doing something for that? And I said, they're going to give you 20% off if you go on another cruise. Now, I'm not trying, and I'm not, yeah.
And they also
yeah.
offered
$100
$100 credit
per room. So if you had
if you have 5 people in your room,
each person got $20.
$20. So that's maybe like.
I truly love the positive. Yeah, I truly love the positivity of you both. Thank you so much, Terry Lake. Thank you, Terry Lake. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Frank Hernandez.
Oh, thank you, Frank.
New glasses. All right, so
glasses.
My mom. And I'm not trying to be dramatic.
Mm-hmm. Someone did say 20% off a future cruise. How many? I think I read it. It was like how many people are ever going to go on a cruise?
Well, we're gonna get to this. We're gonna get this because the story gets crazy.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to be dramatic. My mom was sitting there eating breakfast. My mom's older. She's almost 80. She's never been on a Disney cruise, and the reason we did this Disney cruise is so she could go to Castaway Cay. She's like, we're not going. And I'm like, we're not going. And she put her head down, and it broke my heart because like this tear, right? She started to cry. And she's like, I don't think I could do this again. She's like, it's so hard for me to travel because we're not just there in Florida. We can't we got to fly 4 hours to get on this cruise ship. And she was just devastated. And my heart was just, I was just devastated, right? We get done eating breakfast and I decide, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go down to guest services and I'm going to talk to them and just see, B. Rice, the Chandler. Hey, Chris, I met you guys at FanX, but I was wondering if you guys were going to be at Disneyland for Splash Mountain on the 30th. We might be there, Bryce. We might be there. Absolutely. I'm trying to be there with my really good friend, Jess, who does all the voice for Splash Mountain, and do one last ride with him. Anyways, I decided to go down to guest services. I get down to guest services. There is a line. I've never seen it before. It wrapped around the whole cruise ship, right? And people were upset. And they're going to the guest services, and guest services was saying the same thing. There is a division in the company called Shore. What's it called?
Oh, I don't know, but
it's okay. We say it.
I don't know.
It was called Shore Experience, I think, or something like that. And they're the division that's made up the idea that you get 20% off your next cruise and the $100 stateroom. And they're like, nobody that from that division is on this cruise ship. We got that information relayed to us. We can't do anything about it. So people were upset. They're like, hey, this is, and people are upset. And then guest service is like, nothing we can do. There's literally nothing we can do. And people were upset. They're frustrated. And what they kept saying was this. They said, tell us your complaint. We will email this division your complaint. We'll give you their business card. When you leave the cruise ship, you are welcome to call them and air your grievance with them over the phone if you would like to do so. That's what they said.
That is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
If you have a problem, they're not able to resolve it. That is interesting to me. All of these guests on board had a problem and nothing could be resolved. You had to wait until after cruise and then call a different number. That is interesting. And so
I went through that and I went back and
it said be kind to cast members. We 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I actually teared up talking to the cast member because I was like, my heart hurts for you. You've got this.
We know that people are upset. I said, and
yes.
I told her, I said, I said, just keep in mind if they are upset, they're not upset at you, they're upset at the situation. And I said, it's not you. And she's like, I know that. She goes, we've been told that. Anyways, we go back and they say at 10 o'clock, we're supposed to be taking off. The ship doesn't leave. The ship doesn't let, let's see, what is this right here? Captain Luke Beard, love your travel logs. Who's your favorite Magic Command MTG commander? Message me if you ever want to draft us all. Like, oh my gosh, I'd love to draft here in Salt Lake. Oh my gosh, I have so many good commanders. We'll have to talk about Cora, maybe. I don't know. So anyways, we go back and the ship hasn't taken off. Finally, at about 10:30, the ship does start to leave. We take off, right? Now we're going. And we're going to have just a day at sea. And they told us the reason they said, okay, Benjamin,
thank you. 1.2 thousand people.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know.
Oakland A's game. Go Cowboys and go Padres.
Go Padres! Oh my gosh, did
Thank
you hear
you.
Benjamin that that Salt Lake City was trying to get the A's to come here, but they go to Las Vegas. Anyways,
Hi, Adriana. Hi.
we went that during the day. I went back to the cabin. I was like, shake it off. We're gonna have a good day. I get up, and that's all that people are talking about on the cruise ship. They're upset, and this guy, he sees me. He's in a hot tub with his girlfriend, and he sees me walk by, and he jumps out of the hot tub and he runs over to me.
Oh, if we missed a super chat, will you guys let us know?
You
which
missed
one?
one super post. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. Let's see. We have Benjamin. We don't. Did we get that one? Okay.
Yeah, we got that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Emma McRoberts.
Emma
Hello
McRoberts!
from Scotland. Thank you guys.
Hello,
Thank
Emma.
you so much. Thank you, Emma.
Oh my gosh, Emma,
From
our
Scotland.
captain on the
That's
cruise ship
amazing.
was from Scotland.
Aw,
So yeah,
that's awesome.
thank you so much, Emma.
I'm gonna go to
Appreciate that.
Scotland.
Yes. Anyways, and then Adriana, I miss you all.
Oh, we
Thank
miss you too.
Yeah. Focus on topic.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay,
we're good.
yeah. So the guy comes running up to me and he's like, Chris, he goes, I don't normally do this, but he goes, I love Provost Park Pass. We love what you do. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And he's like, can you do me a favor? He goes, are you going to tell people what happened here on the Disney Wish? And I was like, well, I'm trying. I don't, I always like to be positive, whatever. And he's like, you're the only one that can talk about it. Like nobody else. He goes, I can talk about it, but nobody's going to listen to what I have to say. He goes, I wish that you would say something. And that just like cut me to the heart. He then said this. He's like, it feels weird because he goes, Disney apologized to us for the mechanical issue, but the only way to capitalize on the apology is if I spend more money with them on another cruise ship. He goes, that feels weird to me. And he goes, I think you should talk about that. Oh, Bart, Lynn, like your travels to Japan, saw them all and glad you got new glasses. I am retired. Enjoyed your trip. Thank you so much, Bart. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Then Amanda goes, and she's walking along. The same thing happens to Amanda, and it's this family of 5. And they're there celebrating their daughter's birthday. And they tell Amanda, they're like, this is so hard for us. They're like, we saved for 4 years to do this cruise. And Disney's telling us they'll take 20% off our next cruise if we go within the next 2 years. They're like, there is no way that we can save enough money for all 5 of us to go on a cruise within 2 years. They're like, it's just making us so sad that we didn't get to do this. And they asked, they're like, will you talk about that? And I think that the word kind of spread a little bit that there, because we had so many stories of people coming up and asking if we relayed their story, their how they planned their family vacation, how this isn't something you just plan like the night before, like, hey, let's go. People have been taking time off of work, planning for a year or more.
Flights, international
flights,
transportation to
and
the ships.
the main point everyone wanted to go to was the Disney Key. Or the K, however you like to pronounce it. Hold on a second, we got a little text, super chat. James,
oh, James, thank you.
You guys are so awesome
Thank
people who invented awesome are like, wow, they outdid us. Hello on the lines. Okay, James.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Then as the night went on, we had more and more people come up. There was a bride. She was supposed to be getting married on Castaway Cay, and that was canceled. And they told us that it was because of weather, but people kind of figured out we didn't leave the Bahamas till 10:30. We were 75 nautical miles away from Castaway Cay. Going at the fastest the ship could go is about 20 knots. We wouldn't have got there till 2:30 or so in the afternoon. By then it would have been too late. And so I think that's why people were upset. They felt like hey, what are they saying? The ship broke down, and now they're saying we can't go because of weather, but we didn't leave. I mean, it was weird, right? And I think people were upset with this. A lot of people they felt that Disney was taking advantage of the situation. Here's where I feel. This is my personal opinion. I'm going to give you my opinion. I'll talk a little bit more what happened on. If it was just because of weather inclemency, then I would be like, hey, you know what? We rolled the dice. We lost. But because the ship did not run, the ship couldn't move. People lost their time on the first in the Bahamas. They lost a couple hours on their thing, and then they lost. It just was weird. That's where if you pay for something and it doesn't work, then at that point, I think it's the company's obligation to say, hey,
If it
we
doesn't work because of their ship,
because it should,
really,
then look, we
weather
should figure
happens.
out how to make this
Yeah.
right for you.
Yeah.
The fact that what they're saying is we're going to put 20% on your next cruise that
If
you have to
give us
use
more
if you
money.
get in the next 2 years. And people were like, hey, you know, this is feeling weird. So, anyways, that night we ended up going to the Aladdin show. And the cruise director came out, and she comes out, and she's the one that she is pumping up the crowd. The first night, the crowd went nuts for her, right? But keep in mind, the next night, she was the one that made an announcement, says, hey, we're gonna let you know, we'll keep you updated. And then we heard nothing. They put a letter on her door, nothing on the app. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. When I was talking to guest services, I said, yeah, we just didn't get anything. She's like, well, did you have your app? And I said, got it. And she's like, did you update your app? I'm like, updated. She's like, did you turn your app on and off to make sure you got all the messages? I said, I did all that. And she goes, yeah. She goes, well, you know, they didn't send the message out they sent a message out on the app at 9:57 in the morning, right before the ship was supposed to take off. Jennifer, thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, we appreciate that, Jennifer. We really do.
Thank you so much.
Charlie, hi, Charlie. I've been planning a cruise now for October 2020. We're living in Montana. Would plan a new one for my family. Let's see. I'm planning for a cruise now for October of 2020. We're living in Montana. It would be planned to new one for a family. And thanks for sharing. You bet, Charlie. We're just trying to let everybody know.
Thank you. And I just wanted to read this this comment because this is along the lines of what people were telling us from the ship. We spent $8,000, which is what
That's so much money.
It's so much money, right? This is huge. This isn't just like a day at Disneyland. Like this is a Disney cruise, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah. We spent $8,000 for a family of 5 to go on a Disney cruise. This is not something we'd be able to do again in 18 months. So this is the reality of the situation. And like
I just once in a lifetime.
Leah
they were on the cruise.
Enough. We do not want drama. We don't want any problems. We love Disney. You guys know that.
We loved it. And I'll be honest with you, we were nervous.
So nervous.
Yeah, we were nervous because I know for a fact if we come in here, if we were ever to like bash Disney,
which we're not doing,
then they wouldn't invite us to special things. And we'd like to show that content. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We talked about this a lot. And we're like, should we do this or not? After hearing all these stories of people coming up to us,
crying to me.
I felt responsible, and I felt if I didn't do it, I wouldn't feel like I had integrity.
And the overall feeling that I got is everyone understands that things happen.
We understand, right?
And when people were talking, and we're not even the ones out here. We're trying to just share the voices, okay?
Yeah.
And everyone understands that things happen.
And this
weather happens.
And
flexibility is great. But it's the whole situation and how it was handled and how guests were left feeling.
Yeah.
That was.
Now I have to share my experience.
Yeah.
Because we went on Carnival cruise, right? We were on a Carnival cruise with Amanda's family. This is I can't remember. This is before the world changed, I think. And we were on a 7-day cruise, and they had bad weather. A tropical storm came. Every one of the ports that we were supposed to go to, we were supposed to go to 4 different ports, all got canceled. They canceled all the ports. So for 7 days, they had us go to South Dakota. That was an amazing cruise ship. Got to South Dakota, South Carolina, which was we didn't know. They're like, hey, we'll go to South Carolina because it was something to do. And for the next 6 days, we just went around the ocean. At the end of that cruise, Carnival refunded it. They said, hey, this isn't what you paid for. Here's a refund. And on top of that, 50% off on your next cruise. And so that was like, I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe that. So when I had that experience with Carnival Cruise Lines, I thought Disney, I didn't think they were going to refund the cruise. I know Disney's not going to do that. But I thought Disney would be like, hey, you know what? Everybody's paying to see Castaway Cay. Here's a partial refund on the cruise or whatever it is. I thought they might have done something along those lines because of my past experience. We had a couple of comments people are making here. Let me just check this out here. Hold on. Carlos.
Carlos, thank you.
Disney could have communicated better and more often.
That was something we heard
That
a lot
we
from
heard
people. is
tons of people said that.
The shock was hard on people. We heard that a lot. We heard, there's multiple ways. There's the push notifications on the app. There's intercom announcements, and then letters in the door. So a lot of people that were talking to us were saying they just were shocked. It was part of that shock factor of feeling like we're in the dark. We don't know what's going on, and that added another layer to it.
So I said, Bubba Scuba, don't be afraid to criticize the billion-dollar companies.
Oh.
You're right. Makes us nervous because they could
we're not
quash
bashing.
us.
Like I can't
So,
say that enough.
Rachel Vega, do you ever do travel cruise insurance? I haven't
No.
done cruise yet, but I hear you get paid back money through insurance.
That's
if
a
ports
good
are missed.
idea.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
I didn't know Rachel Vega.
Yes,
So,
I think
yeah.
that is hard though. If you're responsible, where you shouldn't be responsible if their ship
Professor
breaks down.
Andrews in the house.
It's hard, right?
This is hard, but you guys are the ones who can do this with grace and
Thank you,
so much,
Professor
Andrew.
Thank you.
Dave B. Don't apologize for what happened. You guys rock.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dave.
Thank you.
Charlie Wilson. Sorry, I'm planning a trip for the 24th, and it would be hard to plan for a trip sometime.
And
Yes, go wrong. Yes,
exactly.
I understand. I knew what you meant, Charlie. I get
exactly.
it. Here's the thing.
It's not that
This
easy
is what
to
broke
just
my heart.
go on another
My
cruise.
mom,
Absolutely.
my mom, it was a school teacher. Okay, retired now. She doesn't have all the discretion of funds. She wasn't a CEO of a Fortune 500 company who could be like every week and do whatever she wants. She has to pick and choose which type of vacations and experiences that she wants because she has to be aware of her finances. This was a significant finance for her. And when she started to cry, it's because she realized, I probably am never going to be able to afford to do this again. I probably won't be able to travel because I'm older. And that's that. And so it was heartbreaking to see that. And I think a lot of people felt that. John Byrne, your honesty and humbleness
thank you.
resonates with us. We appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
This is why we watch you all.
Thank
And
you.
nobody could explain this better in our opinion. Oh, the gym!
Jim, thank you.
Woo!
I
We love you guys.
Thank you so much.
So
Man, I have to tell. I mean, I have to
Wait,
be
I
even
forgot-
more
I
honest
gotta
with
talk
you
about
guys.
this.
Yes.
So-
Talk about before you forget.
remember the cruise director. First night, everybody's like, yeah. And then the second night, she made the announcement, I will keep you in the loop. I'll let you know. Okay. The third night, when we're at the sea, we found out we went to see Aladdin and she introduced the show. When she got on the cruise to introduce the show, she's like, hey, everybody, there was maybe, that was it. And she's like, are you having a good day? And people were like, yeah. I think they felt let down because I felt like, hey, you didn't update us and you didn't help us and you didn't defend us and whatever it is. And people's feelings were really hurt. It was difficult. I think what happened, to be honest with you, and I have to be incredibly clear. We love Disney and we do Disney videos. So when we go to Disneyland, sometimes we get recognized and we love that because we know that we're talking to another fellow Disney fan. And we happen to be in a Disney cruise and people did recognize us because we have Disney fans. But on the last day, we had a lot of people coming up to us. And I think a lot of them didn't know. I think word had spread. That's Provost Park Pass. Talk to them and tell them what just happened. And it was kind of exhausting. I mean, we sat at like this one lounge and these people just came and told their stories. And the next people came and told their stories. There are so many stories.
When I hear people's stories in tears,
yeah,
when they're in tears and
yeah,
we want everyone
communication makes
to
everything
have
worse.
the best experience possible. And when this was majority, this wasn't just a couple people that didn't have a good time. So many people felt like they were not a valued guest.
Yeah.
That this was the ship broke down, right? People
Yeah.
paid so much money. They planned everything we've talked about,
And then
and they did not feel
like a heartbreaking
like
story.
a valued
Yeah.
guest.
We met this one family and they talked to us and they were with their kids. And this was their first cruise, which I think a lot of
them were first
usually
cruisers is what
on a
we've
3
heard.
and 4 day cruise, most people are first time cruisers. A 7-day cruise, those are more experienced usually. I would say majority of people here were first time cruisers. We met this family and he was a fan of Provost Park Pass and we're talking to him and he was asking me about our experience and we're talking it. And he finally told me, he goes, this is our first cruise. And he goes, this will probably be the only cruise that our family will ever be able to afford. And he goes, so we wanted to make the most of it. So we didn't go to the Bahamas. like the first shore excursion, we decided to stay on the boat and enjoy all the festivities on the boat and do this because we knew we were going to be going to Castaway Cay the next day. And then he goes, my family, we never got off the boat. And he goes, now we are just here in the boat. And he goes, we saw nothing other than that. He goes, we didn't get any beach time. We packed all our beach gear, our sand shovels from our sons, and snorkel gear. And he goes, we didn't use any of that. And he goes, it's so disappointing. And my heart is, I just wanted to be like, I know. I wanted to pick him up and just say, I'll swim you to the beach. I'm so sorry. Yeah. And it's so bad. But here, DW. The reason people trust you is you tell the stories. Is the reason that people trust you to tell their stories is because you have integrity. You love Disney, but you're honest and tell it like it is without resorting to negativity.
Thank you so much. And I hope that is so clear. You guys, I have to be honest, okay? I am like,
thank you so much.
I love going live with you guys. I never get nervous. I am like kind of shaking right now because we love Disney. We love cruises. Like we absolutely love it. And we do not want this to come across as negativity or nothing like that at all, but just sharing an experience and maybe hoping that in the future, maybe things will be different and better experiences. And that's what we're hoping for.
To be honest with you, 100%, I made a video. I was emotional. I was upset when it's happening. I was watching my mom cry. And I videotaped this part of it, my experience, my reaction, and I was upset. As cooler heads prevailed, I told Amanda, I'm never going to show that video. I'm not going to do it. I said, I don't think it'll do any good. And I said, I'm not going to probably talk about this experience. Then people started coming and talking to us on the cruise ship. And it just got to the point where, I'm going to be honest, we feel very fortunate to be able to do what we do. I'm so glad that we found an audience who resonates with our messages of positivity, who has our love of Disney, who has our love of history, and has a love of travel. And we love to share it with you. And I honestly feel like when I'm sharing with you that you're part of our family. And when they were coming up to me on the cruise ship saying, Chris, can you please tell my story? Talk to me or say something. Let Disney know we're displeased.
And especially when it was majority.
Yeah.
Like, again, this was not just one or two people that
we had to come back here and talk about it. And so I said, what's the best way to do this? I thought we would do a live stream so we could see your guys' comments and hear your reactions. And we could kind of talk about it. And we kind of and have this experience with it. So,
so you are all amazing. Thank you so much for your kind comments, for your support. Like,
and I was nervous because I was Shannonelle. What was the percentage of cruises missed for the weather? I don't know.
I'm not sure. And again, we understand, and I think majority of the people on the ship also understand that weather happens.
Yeah, weather happens. If it would have been weather, I would have been like, hey. That's okay.
But
that's
even then, I think people still would like to be
even though
I've
been to different places. I've gone to different islands where it's just rained all day and you're in rain or whatever. So I don't know like what this is, but I just felt like we had to come here talk. There's something else here. Christy Hicks.
Christy,
hi, please don't feel bad about reporting what's going on. I am truly sorry to everyone on the Wish. I love Disney, but they need to do better. Love all your videos. You're all awesome.
Thank you.
You're all coming to Universal soon.
Oh my gosh. Let's
Christy,
let's go.
Can I just tell you, that's our son Miles. That's all he talks about is Universal. He wants to go to Super Nintendo World so bad. That's all he talks about. And I'm going to say this, Christy, we'll be there very, 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 very soon. Wait, there's another comment.
Okay, we don't want to miss. We want to just thank you guys so much.
Gail
for
Rex.
Positivity.
Thank
Gail
you
Rex,
so much, Gail.
you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Because you guys, I was worried, to be honest with you, in a business point, about
but the end. People are not the end, but people are asking. So has anything changed? No.
Nothing's changed, and so we're just here. If you guys can hit the like button. And just hit that like button for us. That helps me feel better about this. I know that we know that if you displease Disney and they're upset with the channels, we've seen that, they will cut you off and not invite you to certain events. And we hope that Disney will still want to keep working, and keep letting us go do things. But at the same time, I can't just sit here and pretend that everything was awesome because money is difficult. And when people,
Sorry.
it's okay. When people spend so much of their money to do something and then there's a mechanical failure and it doesn't work, so you're just sitting there, and then they're just like, well, get 20% off the next time you spend thousands of dollars with us. We'll give you $600 off. That's really difficult. So that's okay, sweetie. That's okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. We want to make sure that all the people that came up and talked to us, we support you. We support you. That's why we're doing this video. We want people to know exactly what happened on the cruise ship. There was a mechanical issue, and I think people felt less than valued by it. So
people are asking why I'm crying. This is just really.
it was exhausting.
This-
I'll say, CK Barry about to go to club go to club. Let's see here, club 33. Thing is, but we don't feel like you shouldn't pay you something. You're the best people. The toxic positivity is as harmful as toxic negativity. Thank you so much, CK. Thank you. Thanks so much. The reason I think Amanda's emotional, so many people came up and talked to us, and it was listening to their stories. And then when they leave, you're taking their story, and now you're saying, "Hey, this is what we're doing." And it's emotional, and we want to make sure that we're serving them the best that we can.
And I felt like kind of like, yeah, sorry.
Okay, here we go. Purple Pause. Thank you so much, Purple Pause. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Tub Dylan. Let's see here. Well, excuse me. To pay you back, Disney should book a private charter on the Wish for you and all your subscribers. Yeah, I wish they would do that. I wish they would do it. Absolutely.
And I just want to make that clear. Like, we love Disney. We love cruises, right? We love it. I just want everyone to have like the best time. And we work so hard to be so positive and just share the absolute best things of Disney, right? Disney parks and Disney cruises. We love it so much.
So yeah.
And so this is our thing. But I also wanted to be so authentic. And when I heard so many, majority of the people, everyone I talked to, like, it just was too much.
You guys, let me explain. I took Miles down to like it's called the Oceaneers Club where he could play. And when I took Miles down there, I came back up. Amanda was sitting in the lounge, and there was just like a line of people waiting to talk with Amanda. And I just backed away and let them. People, when they're upset, the best thing you do is just listen, and they want to dump their bucket and they want to talk about it. And Amanda was listening to every one of them, and there was lots of hugs and there's lots of this, and so we decided this would be the best thing that how we could serve this. So, anyways, that's all. I think that's really. Is there anything else?
I mean, I do want to end it on a positive note
Okay.
if we can.
Okay.
If we can, just if you were on that cruise ship, feel free to, leave your comments and thoughts. And I don't want it to all be negative, right? The ship is immaculate. Like, it's so clean. It's the cleanest ship. It is immaculate. It's gorgeous. Like, food is amazing. The experiences are amazing.
We'll do some videos showing that.
We are going to have videos coming out showing the awesome things. You guys, we worked so hard on a video. This is a deep dive Secrets Revealed of the Wish, and we worked so hard on it, right? And it's a great video, and I want you guys to enjoy it.
It was heartbreaking to see my mom cry. And then to hear these stories,
so I just didn't want to be like, everything's awesome, when majority of people were talking to us and they did not feel like valued guests. They did not feel like their time and their energy and their hard-earned money was appreciated and valued.
It was so. This is why.
And that's the balance, right?
Let me try to be articulate in the thoughts. It was hard to watch my mom cry, and Disney saying, "Hey, we'll give you 20% off your next cruise
if you give us more money,
Mimi. If you come back, because I don't think she's going to have that opportunity to do that."
And so many people won't have that opportunity either. But
that's such a heartbreaker because I love my mom and I want her there, but it's hard for her to travel now. And so that was so hard to see that, and then they have the other families have those experiences. I know that some people were saying, "Wow, you were lucky. You got 20% off your next cruise. That's awesome." if you have disposable funds and you keep going on all those cruises, then this is amazing, and I applaud you. I think that is amazing. But for that family that's in Montana or in South Dakota or
Australia,
Australia
Scotland,
and
all over.
Scotland, and they've been saving for 4 years or longer, and they come here,
And it's because the ship
and because the
broke down.
ship broke down,
Yeah.
that we didn't get to go do what we want to do, and then Disney's like, well, don't worry, you come back. We'll take care of you next time.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah.
So,
We just want to give the whole picture.
yeah.
But
Oh,
we do
there's-
have awesome videos coming out. I don't know how to like transition this to be positive, but I do want to end on a positive note with you guys because you guys have all been absolutely amazing. And
So,
I appreciate you guys so much just for your
before we get
words
to
or
that,
kind words.
let's get to
Mhm.
from Nikki Yakamana. I think Yamanika. Thank you for sharing. We love you guys. Nikki, we love you too. Thank you so much.
Hi.
It's been forever. Oh my gosh.
Kent.
Yeah.
Hi.
Chris and Amanda, thank you for everything you guys do. My wife and I absolutely love you guys, y'all, and everything from all the good and the bad. And hopefully one day we'll see you at the parks. P.S. Chris, love the new glasses. Thank you so much. Charlie Wilson, my wife and I are hugging you. You helped my wife this week as she was in the
Oh.
hospital. Oh my
Please
gosh.
tell her to get well soon from
Give
us.
your wife an amazing hug from us and tell her how important she is, Charlie.
Mhm.
Dave B. It was not, it was not their fault either. Your experience is so valid, and Disney would be fools to turn on you and your followers. Bless you for your honesty and strength.
Thank you.
Dave B, thank you. Alicia Rose, thank you so much. Terry Lake, I'm in Orlando and would like to see you guys next time you're in town. Terry, I'll be coming back down to Orlando for sure in possibly in July. I'll be bringing Miles down. He wants to go to Universal Studios. And Jennifer Plummer, it's okay, Amanda. You both are great. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
so
Oh wait,
much. Thank
Maria
you.
W. Chris, give Amanda a hug for me.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love you. When I was saying I love you, that was to you, not to you. Don't get cocky. Tink Disney, you two are my favorite sweet couple. Thank you guys so much. Well, guys, we hardly you guys,
Oh,
Adriana.
thank you.
You
Thank
guys are
you.
amazing people for doing this. This is why people love you. The Bobas miss you. We miss you too.
Thank you so much.
We miss
Thank
you
you.
too. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. Okay. Did you hear? Did you hear about the blue ship and the red ship that crashed into each
Oh.
other? The people got marooned.
It's very cute.
That's all I can think of. I can't. I'm trying to think of a better joke. I can't think. I think this is all I could do, guys. So, USC big
Thank
dog.
you so much. Thank you.
God placed you all to listen to the others and deliver the messages to us. Disney is in Disney. I have to read it down here. Hang on a second. Let me see this.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let me- from USC Big Dog, God placed you all to listen to others and deliver the messages to us in Disney. It's information and it's core and words that need to be said and heard. God bless you and your family. We love you all. I have a gift for you, Chris.
Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh. Thank you so much,
Thank
you
you
guys.
so much.
Thank you so much for being supportive. I was so nervous to do this video. Nikki Rowe, thank you for taking us to Japan with your Go
Thank you.
Canoes. P.S. I love your hat.
Thank you.
The canoes was a highlight of my Japan
Oh, yeah.
videos. First of all, I love the canoes, all canoe staff.
Yeah.
But you guys know I love the canoes, and so that was a highlight for me. So thank you so much. I think we got enough, and we said enough. I think.
Yes. No, you all are amazing, and I just want to make.
I will say this. I am going to call that division that gave me a
Okay.
card. I will give you my word. I will call them. I will talk to them. I'll express my concerns and in a professional manner. And then if we hear back, I will let you know and do a follow-up. Okay? That if we don't hear back, then we don't hear back. Deanna Bowers, I hope this is
Thank you,
okay.
Disney
Daryl and
Grandpa.
I are going to Walt Disney World for our anniversary in October. I hope you'll be okay. I'm so excited. You
should
are
be
going to have so much
excited.
fun.
You're gonna have a great
You're gonna have the
time.
best time. It's
Yes,
amazing. It's
yes.
amazing. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Riley Gear, Y'all be in Disneyland on the 9th through 11th of May. Oh
I
no,
don't
just
think so.
barely
I think we
missing
just
it.
barely
Barely. We'll
miss
be
you.
getting there, I think, on just a few days later. So,
Oh.
so thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys could do us a
Okay,
big
but
favor and
I
hit
just
that like button.
I have to make this clear. Like I mean, this is a difficult video for us to make, like personally and professionally, really, right? We love Disney. We love Disneyland. We love Disney parks. Like cruises, fantastic. And cruises can be one of the best vacations
can be.
you will ever have. They can be absolutely incredible. I just want to make that clear. Like we're being
So here, Show Fizzy.
I don't want to be negative.
That emotional turn of canoes was total Disney magic.
Yes, it was.
What
That
happened
was
on this cruise
amazing.
was not Disney magic.
Oh,
I couldn't have said it better. I should have just read that statement and been done with this video.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
yeah.
thank you guys so much. You guys are the absolute best.
You guys are the absolute best.
Evil author.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope you do write books. That'd be amazing. Anyways, I just want you guys to know that you are important and you make the world a better place. And I hope that you know that. And if you are suffering from depression or sadness or anything in your life, it will get better. And you can let your family and friends know that you're struggling and let them know it's okay to reach out for help. You have a friend in Provost Park Pass, and we are your buddies. We think you're amazing. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye, everybody.
All right. Go. I need to go take some deep breaths. No.
Deep breath. Deep breath. You did great.
Thank you.
You did great. You guys, she smells amazing too. I don't know.
Thank you. Okay.
Whatever that is. It's amazing. DJ Bubba, you guys are the best. Thank you so much, DJ Bubba. Tiffany Tuttle, Hart, thank you. Good night, everybody. We'll
Thank
talk to you
you.
later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love you guys.